Here we have a composed
Bohemian boxing reporting live and direct. So with all due respect, cut my check. I'm here with
PAULIE Malignaggi
from
Brooklyn.
On this night,
Brooklyn's in the house right now. We had 2019 Ring Masters Championship, Candid Memorial Park, Hempstead Boxing Club. PAULIE, what brings you in the building?
I actually sponsor Christian Cangelosi and his brother, Alessio Cangelosi, but Christian's fighting tonight.
Okay.
He's got hit bout number 33 with Anthony Damonte, who's also a very good fighter.
Okay.
And I look forward to checking that fight out tonight. But I've seen a couple of other bouts that interested me, and I've been happy to support the show.
Okay. PAULIE, let's think back to the years when you were in the amateurs, Golden Gloves. Are those years nostalgic? How do you, when you flash back on it, are there more highs and lows?
Yeah, I think the amateurs are always highs and lows, but I think competition brings highs and lows. You know, I don't think competition only brings success. You know, even Floyd Mayweather, who's undefeated, got beat in the Olympics and had to settle for a bronze medal. You know, so I think it's part of competing to understand that not every night is a great night, but the fact that not every night is a great night strives you to become better, improve, work harder, and builds your character. You know, and I think that way you can wind up becoming a winner in the end, be it being successful in the sport you're practicing or in other parts of life. So I look at my overall experience in the amateurs and my boxing career nostalgic and with a smile. You know, of course, there's always some nights there. You know, you'd have liked the result to have been different, but I think despite everything else, your highs and lows brought you to where you are today, and I'm happy where I am today.
Boxing is such a daunting sport. Just your training alone before you even get to fight night.
Yeah.
In your luxurious career, from the pros and the amateurs combined, what compelled you to keep going?
I think you have to have a self-confidence and almost a narcissism to you in a positive way to be an athlete. You know, you have to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder to where, you know, and the chip on your shoulder in life is not good, but in competition I think is necessary, because you have to understand to separate it from life first and foremost. If you take it with you in life, it's no good. But second of all, if you understand that chip on your shoulder is important in competition, you will never settle for defeat. You will always get back on the horse, so to speak, and try to ride better the next time, and try to get back in the gym and work harder and improve your mistakes. And it's all about working harder and also working smarter. You work hard, but you also work to improve and get back in the gym and with your coach and work on different things and, you know, watch video and all that stuff. You know, I think passion drives anything we do in life. When you're passionate about what you do, it doesn't feel like work. While to somebody else it may seem like very hard work, if a fighter and a boxer is passionate about his boxing, it's not going to feel like hard work. So he's going to improve without realizing he's working so hard. Meantime, he is.
Since you've been in the building tonight, is there anyone you see that you can just tell, you just go, I think he's going to be all right in this sport. I expect really big things from this guy. Anyone who's really talented, something speed, combinations, good footwork, there's someone you say, look out for that guy. Who would that be, or who would those guys or gals be?
I think if I'm honest, I think the bout between my guy Christian Cangelosi and Anthony Damonte could have been the final, you know, and they drew each other tonight in the semifinal. So I think I'm going to be impressed by both guys regardless of who comes out victorious. Okay. But there was also a bout very early tonight between two like 80-pound kids, and they were both really good. You know, I forget their names, but it was about 7 or something. Okay. You know, and they were both little kids. They would look really polished for the age group and the way they were moving around and whatnot. You know, and there was a blonde kid, and the other one looked like a light-skinned black kid. You know, and they were both really good. It was almost like a shame somebody had to get beat, but that's part of competition. You know, you get back in the gym and you get better. But I was really impressed by both of those kids, and I was like, man, I really look forward to seeing how these kids mature in the years to come, because they're young and they look really poised already. Okay.
In your career now, as a broadcaster, as an announcer, what's the calendar? What should we expect? Because we see you a lot. We also see you still working corners. The gal, we just seen you work his corner. What's going on with PAULIE?
The next Showtime bout I'm working is April the 27th. It's going to be Rances Barthélemy against Robert Easter. Okay.
A good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. That's out in Vegas on Showtime, so on April the 27th. But before that, I may work with BBC Radio for the English radio. In England, they do fights on the radio still, you know. So I may work with BBC Radio on the Amir Khan versus Terence Crawford fight at the Garden on April 20th. And I'm also going to have a small promotion I work with in England called Ultimate Boxer, where they do one-night tournaments and professional tournaments, and that's on May the 10th in London. So a couple little things on the horizon as far as commentating is concerned, but I also joined up with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and I'm probably going to have my first bout with them in June. Well, it's not going to be a long-term career, I don't think. Maybe a couple of fights, but nonetheless, we came to an agreement, and it was something that really compelled me, both from a competition aspect and a financial aspect. And so I've been back in preparation and working towards that as well.
Okay, you just shared something I didn't know, right? I do my research, right? So tell me this: what compels you to? What are you fighting for at this point? Because you had a very long, celebrated career. I'm sure you're doing well all across the board. What are you fighting for, Paulie?
I think some of it, definitely a piece of it, not the main piece, but definitely a piece of it is the craving for the rush of adrenaline. It kind of never leaves you. But that's a small piece of it, because if I say that way, I only come back just for that, I would probably be lying to you. But definitely a piece of it is always that. But then also, if it was just that, it wouldn't have been enough. But when I spoke to the president, Dave Feldman, from Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, he started throwing out numbers to me that I didn't think I could get anymore in boxing. And so it kind of perked my ears all up a little bit. And then we kind of continued the talks, and a couple of things motivated me. A couple of things he said motivated me, and gave me some kind of a reason to be motivated to be fighting again, to compete again. So I think it's a combination of several things. I don't expect it to be for a long time, but I expect it to be a fun little rush for sure.
I'll tell you this: subjectively speaking, you will always be a draw. I was there when you fought Cotto at the Garden. That night was amazing. Always will be amazing. I've watched that fight several times. Paulie's always going to be a draw. Bottom line, that's my opinion. Paulie, it was a pleasure speaking with you. I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And I expect for you to be at the Hulu Theater. Will you be there?
Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to being at the Hulu Theater, and hopefully my guy comes out victorious tonight. Like I said, it's a tough fight. Unfortunately, this fight that he has tonight is not going to be the final, because I would have liked for Diamante and Cangelosi to have been the final. I really think, in my opinion, they are the two best guys in the weight class. Christian, my kid, already beat the kid who I feel is going to win the other semifinal. He beat him in the Metros a few months back. Not that the other kid's a bad fighter, but I really felt Diamante and Cangelosi were the finals, and they have to meet tonight. So hopefully my guy gets through it, and I'll be at the finals regardless. But hopefully I'm going to get my guy in there and cheer for my guy.
Okay, all right. Ringmaster, Bohemian Box reporting, live and direct. So with all due respect, cut my check. Thank you, Paulie. Okay.
Really calm Paulie the Magic Man. On that night, he wasn't laying the smack down. He was just hanging out and relaxing. Good talk, Paulie. See you later.